Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to explore one of the most important principles in chemistry, the law of conservation of mass. Imagine placing a piece of wood on a scale and then burning it. At first glance, it may seem like some of the mass has vanished. After all, you're left with only a small amount of ash. So where did the rest of the mass go? The answer is that it didn't disappear at all. The law of conservation of mass states that mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. It can only change form. This means that the total mass of the substances before a chemical reaction is always equal to the total mass of the substances after the reaction. In simple terms, what you start with is exactly what you end up with, just rearranged into different substances. This law was established by the French chemist Antoine Lavoisier in the late 18th century. Through careful experiments, he demonstrated that matter is conserved during chemical changes. Let's look at an example. Suppose hydrogen gas reacts with oxygen gas to produce water. Before the reaction, we have hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms. During the reaction, these atoms break old bonds and form new ones. After the reaction, the atoms are now arranged as water molecules. Notice something important. No atoms were created and no atoms were destroyed. Think of it like building with Lego bricks. You can take apart a Lego car and rebuild it into a Lego airplane. The shape changes, but the number of bricks stays exactly the same. Chemical reactions work in a similar way. Atoms are rearranged, but the total amount of matter remains constant. This principle is incredibly important because it allows chemists to predict the amounts of substances involved in reactions. It forms the foundation of chemical equations and stoichiometry, which helps scientists calculate how much product will be formed from a given amount of reactants. So let's recap. The law of conservation of mass states that mass cannot be created or destroyed. In every chemical reaction, the total mass of the reactants equals the total mass of the products. Matter changes form, but the total amount of matter remains constant, and that's why the law of conservation of mass is considered one of the fundamental laws of chemistry. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.